Every business, no matter how small, asks questions like, what will happen if my sales go up? What if my costs rise? What if I expand into a new country? A financial module answers those questions. It's like a crystal ball made of numbers. It doesn't predict the future, but it helps you see what could happen. The good, the bad, and everything in between. That's why today, we will build one together, and ChatGPT will do the heavy lifting for us. Let's get started. Let's go straight into ChatGPT. I'm using GBT 5, and the first thing I do is activate thinking mode. You see it in the top left corner. That allows ChatGPT to think more deeply before responding. Now, here's the secret. AI only works well when you give it context. So I'll describe what I want ChatGPT to build. Here's my exact prompt. It tells ChatGPT to build a full 5-year model with everything linked by formulas. So I'm asking ChatGPT to act as the chief financial officer of a manufacturing company. I'm asking it to prepare a 5-year strategic plan with 3 scenarios. The base case to show that sales grow by 3% per year. For US expansion, let sales grow by 8% per year. And to be pessimistic, let's have a fall in sales by 2% per year. So I've asked it to include all of these sheets, the README sheets, the P&L sheet, which is our base year information, the assumptions sheets, and the scenario sheets. So the P&L sheets will have our base information, the starting point with this data. Our current revenue is this, the COGS is this, operating expenses, and all of this will be there as formulas. These are your current P&L figures. This is all ChatGPT will need to understand our business and build the full 5-year model. It's a starting point, kind of like saying, this is where we are today. From this, ChatGPT will project the next 5 years automatically. If you're wondering, yes, you can upload files securely with an enterprise or team account. That keeps your data private. Now, I press enter and let ChatGPT work. It usually takes a few minutes. It analyzes the prompt, understands the structure, and then starts building the model step by step. Behind the scenes, it's creating formulas that connect everything. So when one thing changes, the whole model updates automatically. Now, after about less than a minute, ChatGPT gives me a complete financial model ready to download. Let's open the file ChatGPT created. You see a P&L sheet for 2025, our starting year, an assumptions sheet. This is the control center. The 3 scenario sheets, the base case, US expansion, and pessimistic, and a README sheet explaining how everything works. Now, let's click the assumptions sheet. Here, we can change how fast sales grows, how much margin changes, and how quickly costs rise. All these numbers feed into every scenario. Let's test it together. I'll change the US expansion sales growth from 8% to 10%. What figures do we currently have? This is what we have currently. Quickly do a screenshot of that and have it placed below here, so it can be used for reference purposes. Now, when I go back to the assumption sheet and have this changed to 8%, watch what happens. The total revenue, profit, and margin in that scenario updates instantly. That's because ChatGPT linked every formula together, so this module isn't static. And this is the magic. In just a few minutes, you have a working module that helps you answer big questions without needing to know all the formulas yourself. You can ask, what if I expand faster? What if costs go down? What if I have a tough year? Now you can test all of that safely inside Excel. Numbers are great, but what if we could see your model like a presentation? Let's go back to ChatGPT and switch on Canvas mode. This allows you to build interactive visuals like charts and dashboards that change when you change assumptions. So I tell ChatGPT, now build a dynamic slide deck that shows my 3 scenarios: the base, US expansion, and pessimistic, with charts for revenue, gross margin, and EBITDA. And here is what ChatGPT built: a live interactive deck. It shows my 5-year projections in beautiful charts. I can even adjust my assumptions, and the charts will move right there in real time. This means you can explain complex numbers in a way everyone understands. Think about this. 10 years ago, this kind of model took a team of analysts days to build. Now one person, you, can do it in minutes with AI. It's not about replacing people. It's about saving time, so we can spend more energy thinking and leading. That's the real power of ChatGPT. So now you've built a financial model with ChatGPT and you actually understand it. If you want to try this yourself, I've put the exact prompt I use in the description below. Thanks for watching, and remember, AI doesn't just make things faster, it makes learning possible for everyone.